Welcome to the 204th episode of Maryland's Missing and the Murdered. Maryland's Missing and the Murdered is a weekly YouTube channel that covers the topic of missing and or murdered individuals from the state of Maryland. If you like this channel, please like and subscribe and click the bell so you'll be notified when the next cases are released. In 2005, Jerryell Foster met Frederick Christian on the way to beauty school. Frederick would buy cars, fix them, and then sell them. They moved in together in Cockeysville, Maryland, and had a daughter together. On Thanksgiving, November 25th, 2009, Fred brought their daughter to Jerryell's mom's house. There, Tony Powell was preparing the family dinner. After a few hours, Fred told Tony that he needed to go over his cousin's house and asked if she would watch the baby. Tony had no problem with watching her granddaughter and knew Jerryell was probably still at work. When Jerryell did not show up for dinner, she called Fred, who told her that he did not know where Jerryell was. Tony then called around to other family members to see if they had seen her. It was at that point that a cousin called Jerryell's work. An employee told her that Jerryell had been a no-call, no-show for the past 2 days. Tony called Fred again but received no answer. Jerryell's cousin then went over to Jerryell's apartment and noticed the window open. She climbed through the window, but no one was home. It was at that point Tony called police and asked them to meet her at the apartment. When the police and Tony arrived at the apartment, Fred showed up. Fred was shocked that Jerryell did not show up for dinner and tells police that he hadn't seen her since yesterday. That Jerryell was known to go clubbing after work and stay at a friend's house. Fred then told police that he was dealing drugs on the side, and a few months ago he had been kidnapped and stuffed into the trunk of the car. He tells police that he is worried that rival drug dealers targeted Jerryell and kidnapped her. Detectives began speaking with Jerryell's friends. Her co-workers tell detectives that Jerryell and a male co-worker were having an affair. That male co-worker admitted to them that he and Jerryell were hooking up once a week, but Jerryell also had another boyfriend that she had met at the club. Police ruled out the male co-worker being involved in her disappearance after they looked at his phone records. One of Jerryell's neighbors came forward to police and told them that on Thanksgiving Day, he saw Fred moving a love seat out of the apartment with another man. Fred's cousin was then questioned, and he admitted that Fred called him and needed help moving the love seat from the apartment because the baby had spilled milk on it. Interestingly, they did not take the love seat to the dumpster in that complex. They had actually dumped it into another complex. The cousin confirmed Fred's kidnapping story as he was the one who rescued Fred from the trunk. When police found out that Jerryell's cousin was her confidant, they brought her in to ask her some questions. She tells them that Jerryell and Fred were arguing a few days before Thanksgiving. Jerryell had butt-dialed Fred, and Fred heard her say in the recording that she was going to meet up with another man from the club named Rico. Jerryell confided in her that when she got home, Fred was waiting for her and choked her to the point where her face was swollen and blood vessels had burst in her eye. Jerryell also confided to her that she had wanted to leave Fred. When detectives asked her about the apartment when she came through the window, she said that the love seat was missing as well as a rug. When police searched the apartment, they noticed that the carpet was drenched in bleach. Detectives spoke with the maintenance man at the apartment complex as well, and he started to say that when he changed the air filter the day before Thanksgiving, he did not see Jerryell in the apartment. When police re-questioned Fred, he admitted to choking her, but adamantly denied hurting her. The crime lab tested the carpet, but no DNA could be found due to the amount of bleach used. On March 2nd, 2010, in Stafford, Virginia, Animal Control was called out to the side of I-95 for a report of a dog being hit by a car. The officer did not find the dog, but did find the body of a decomposed female. Dental records confirmed the body to be Jerryell Foster. When police showed Tony a picture of a piece of jewelry that was on the body, Tony confirmed it to being Jerryell's. Autopsy revealed that Jerryell had been shot twice, once in the neck that had severed her jugular, and once in the stomach. On March 15th, 2010, Fred Christian was arrested for the first-degree murder of Jerryell Foster. The trial began in April 2011, where prosecutors alleged that Jerryell was shot after coming home from work, and it was done in front of their daughter. They alleged that Fred drove to Virginia to dispose of the body, then came back to the apartment to clean. He had turned off the heat in the apartment so that the carpet could dry faster, and then he finally disposed of the love seat. Fred Christian testified on his own behalf. He told the jury that his daughter spilled juice on the love seat, hence the bleach on the carpet. On April 11, 2011, Fred Christian was found guilty of first-degree murder and gun charges. During sentencing on July 26, 2011, Frederick Christian accused everyone of ignoring the evidence and lying. He also denied ever giving Jerryell a black eye. He was sentenced to life without parole. Thank you for joining me this week. If there's a Maryland's Missing or murder case you'd like to see on the channel, email me at marylandsmissing@gmail.com. Twitter is Maryland's M&M. Music is by Silent Vengeance. Sources will be listed in the outro. I'll see you again next week. Be kind to one another. You never know what will happen tomorrow.